Sorry for my voice. Now that I'm done with the fashion video, I can now focus on get back to math. So yeah, I've started a new theory or a new paper or thesis, just for the sake of the hobby. I'm a hobbyist. I'm not actually a grad student, and this paper that I'm gonna post maybe in a year or so is gonna be subject to criticism. You guys can tell me all the feedback that's needed for this paper, and I'll try my best to revise it and stuff like that before actually publishing it to a public or to an academic journal. So this theory is sort of an integration of various mathematical fields, most notably some set theory and topology. I think I'm also gonna be including some abstract algebra in here, like the concept of groups. Um, but I actually began sketching the ideas yesterday, and I've started work on the main paper itself. I'm not actually in the shop right now. I'm in the house, or in the house that I sleep in here, and I've begun working on the paper, and the theory itself. The theory itself is the most basic premise of this theory is the premise of a person. So this what this theory does is it codifies it codifies human behavior and characteristics by expressing any human being or generalizing characteristics of any human being as sort of subsets of a power set of a universal set of all human characteristics. So if you were to think about let's say gender identity or someone's age or their location in the world, it's gonna be inside that universal set, which I denote as boldface C. And the theory sort of surrounds the concept is it centers around the concept of a person, which is basically just a union of some subsets of a topology on C. So that's why topology is sort of integrated in here, because it's a good way of uh, I guess expressing the a human rather than just saying a union of of certain subsets of C. Let's be more specific and include the empty set too. This is also a way of including the empty set and saying that, or the empty characteristics. So the theory is centered around the premise of a person. Well, it's not a person in the literal sense, the people that you see around you or you yourself, but rather it's a mathematical object which is composed of sets yeah, open sets from a topology on the universal characteristic of all human behaviors. So that's the gist of it. This is what I'm gonna be working on as a hobby. It's not really a new thing. I'm not sure if it's a new thing. I need you guys to sort of tell me in the comments if this theory is new, or whether someone has already did this before. I'm likely going to be talking with psychologists on this thing, or scientists that study human behavior and human stuff. But yeah, this is a small project I'm working on. It's a small thesis paper I'm working on. It's not really a thing. It's not really an official thing. I'm just doing it for the sake of fun. I don't know if you guys consider this as fun, but I consider it as fun. It's pretty fun to write these papers. I have some experience with LaTeX or LaTeX already, and I'm pretty adept at it already at this point, and I can just search up any things that I don't know about LaTeX or LaTeX. And I'm using Overleaf to start this project. I'm also I think I'll try to integrate my other paper on algebraic gears, which I explained in the previous video. Algebraic gears are it's an algebraic structure, and come to think of it, a person is actually also an algebraic structure, or a structure itself. It's not only a class of subsets or open subsets in the topology on C, but I guess you can say it's also a structure. I think I'm gonna add some structure to it by maybe imposing some laws. We already fleshed out the first axiom of this theory, which is that there exists a universal set of all human characteristics, which is both face C. And since that exists, there is a topology on C as well. So that's that. And the basis for this topology, for this discrete topology, I'll keep it simple. You say it's a discrete topology rather than an indiscrete topology. It's gonna be the set of all open intervals a sub I, b sub I indexed by the index set J, which such that a sub I and b sub I are part of this universal set of all characteristics. So that's the basis of it. And yeah, I expressed it. You can also express C, I guess, as the union of all subsets of itself. So I in J, union of mu I, such that mu I is in C. I don't know why there's a quotation mark there, but yeah. So that's what it is. So this is my theory. Every time I record a video, my family is always saying something in the background. I don't understand. But either way, hope you guys understand if I don't actually post a lot of videos. So yeah, this is what I'll be working on. Maybe I'll go on a hiatus. Maybe I'll post some stuff. I'm not sure entirely. But school is coming up in July, and if I get the chance at using a whiteboard, maybe I'll make up. I'll record my Professor Femi lectures there at my school. So that's that. See ya.